Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the ILLEST Illuminator. We are going to do a twin flame reading, but before we get started, I just want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video, which is Ana Luisa. I've been reading a lot of comments from you guys asking me where my jewelry is from, and the one that really stood out to me was whether I was engaged or not. The truth is, yes, I am engaged, but it's with Ana Luisa. So it's not what you think. It's not what you think. I am now the brand ambassador of this beautiful jewelry brand, Ana Luisa. So let me just show you their pieces. So let me just show you one of their best pieces and why I love collaborating with Ana Luisa. First of all, they are all golden plated, 18-karat gold plated, so the quality is really good. I've told you guys before, I shower with them on a daily basis and they're still as gold as you can get. The thing that I really love the most is that all the necklaces have like different chains, so you can really mix them a lot and layer them, and that's what I love wearing, as you guys always see as well. Look at these beauties. They really remind me a lot of the Egyptian gold necklaces, so I love layering them. This is a moonstone. This is the moonstone. These are 2 rings together, and I can't wait to have actually more rings. And this is the onyx ring. I really love this one. It's really good for protection and balancing my energies. And this one is most definitely a very Isis, Egyptian goddess type of energy as well. So if you layer those, which I'm going to do, you will have a beautiful result. All right, so these are the necklaces, the jewelry, the rings, and also they come with a beautiful baggage. All right, look at these bags. So yeah, if you want to have a discount, there will be a link in the description box below, and it will be a 10% discount link, okay? So make sure to use that. Click on the description box below and you will find it. Thank you. Guys, what's up? Welcome back. So we're just going to start with the twin flame reading. I just did the divine feminine and the divine masculine as well. You may want to check that out. One thing that really stood out was a lot of jealousy coming through, and I just want to say jealousy can be like a thief in the night, especially if it is like very much like in silence and it's not really like both. In both ways, it's not good. But when it's in silence and when the person that is actually jealous and doing things out of jealousy is not even aware, it can be very dangerous. Like, I don't know, but men that can get very jealous, they really need to heal that part of themselves. And the same goes for feminines, right? Like when a female gets jealous, they can also do a lot of harm. So if jealousy is like the silent thief in the energy, it can be definitely an issue. So that's what I wanted to say before we start with the reading. So let's see, anyway, let's see what we got for the twin flames, dear spirit. What are the messages for the twin flame? All right. What you want wants you. Follow your own rhythm. Oh, I was like, I'm flipping over the card, but the card is exactly the same. So I was just like a little bit confused. But beyond the mind, the heart beats. All right. So the naked truth needs to come through, needs to come out. And I feel like for many of you listening here, I feel like you've been paving your own path here. You've been following your own intuition, and you've been accepting also your own imperfections and just doing your own thing. Definitely for the feminines, if you have watched the Divine Feminine energy reading, it definitely shows that you are following your own rhythm and you're not really trying to get too much bothered by what is going on around you, or what the masculine is going through, or whatsoever. Even though for some of you, it might definitely be the case. But for others of you, I feel like you're just dancing with life, all right? Like, if life throws you that direction, you just follow that direction. If you feel like you want to do a particular thing in your life, you're just going to do it, not asking anyone for permission, right? And I feel like this is, I don't know why, seeing baby blue just does remind me of a masculine energy. But with this bluish type of energy, I feel like the masculine is going through a lot of emotions, all right? And they may look at you as someone that is doing your own thing, that is getting a little bit unbothered, and that you are slowly but gracefully moving in another direction a little bit. And I feel like they are trying to reach out, or they wanting to reach out. They feel emotionally still very attached here, and they may find, or not find, they are searching for a sign that shows them that you also want them. All right, so what you want wants you. So they want you, but they may not be sure if they are still what you want, right? So they're asking for some type of sign, recognition, or some type of situation to come through in order for them to get like some type of confirmation here. All right, what you want wants you. It's the number 16. And then we have beyond the mind, the heart beats. So this is stepping out of your own headspace and just listening to your heart, perhaps doing a lot of heart meditation, breathing meditation. That could definitely get you a little bit more in alignment with your divine counterpart. Let's see, what does Spirit has to say for the divine twin flame energies? Okay, the reading is done, y'all. The reading is done. I don't even know what is. Oh boy, the Lover's card with the Four of Wands. I kid you not. I kid you not. So for a lot of people, I'm sure you've been listening to a lot of tarot readings, but the Four of Wands is a 11-11 card. And then we got the Lover's card, which speaks for itself. That's some powerful energy that wanted to come through. Tower at the bottom of the deck. Two of Swords. Okay, so you both are in that Two of Swords energy, like not wanting to take a decision, not wanting to take any action, blocking each other or ignoring each other, not wanting to take any type of life-changing decisions, and not being quite open for each other to listen to one another, because the Two of Swords is not an energy that truly listens, right? The Two of Swords is just like la 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 la. So, but beneath all of this, like this is what the mind is. And this is so funny because it says beyond the mind, the heart beats. So beyond the mind is clarified by the Two of Swords, which is the mind that's being a little bit overwhelmed, blocked, just not listening and not making any decision, because your mind has two scenarios. And you can't seem to choose which scenario is yours. And that could be just as simple as, is this person my twin flame or not? Or are they going to hurt me again? Or is this even a healthy decision to go backwards towards this individual? Is this person going to be treating me the same way? And you both are going through that. But beyond the mind, and Two of Swords is that mind fuck. Okay, it is a mind fuck that's going on. The heart beats. So if you would listen closely, and if you actually take a deeper look into the Two of Swords, it's actually talking about listening to your intuition and listening to your heart, because the heart knows the truth when you are feeling confused and blocked and you're needing more information. That's deep. That's deep. So yeah, the Four of Wands and the Lover's card again, it just shows that this is calling for some type of decision that both of you are not willing to make. The Moon Child coming through, which is an additional card in this tarot deck. The Shadow Work, which is another additional card in this tarot deck. The Six of Swords. Let's pull 3 more. The Ten of Wands. Queen of Cups. And the third additional tarot card in this deck. All 3 came through in the future energies, and then we have the High Priestess as well. So the Divine Wisdom, High Priestess, Shadow Work, the Moon Child. Like, man, there is so much going on beneath the surface. What is the Shadow Work? What is the Shadow Work talking about? I'm going to clarify that Shadow Work. Let's clarify this. What is this Shadow Work for the Twin Flames? I mean, there's always shadow work, right? Like, let's see. All right, the Devil. Yeah, why not? Dancing with the Devil here. 4 of Swords, 10 of the Wheel. Always said it's 10. And the Justice. So there's a lot of fear here. That's what it is. There is fear to interrupt this silence, interrupt this healing process, all right? There might be a lot of fear as in like, okay, are they gonna get away? Or you still need some time to heal. Both of you still need a lot of time to heal, but yet you're both kind of like fighting some type of demons, all right? There's definitely something here that has been keeping you bound to a contract. It does feel like a contract here with this Justice card, and it may have been, for some of you, it may have been a past divorce that is still kind of like holding some type of control in both your situation. It could be an ex, it could be a past lover or whatsoever that keeps both of you bound to not pursue this relationship at this point. For others of you, I feel like the Justice is coming through saying that you're not thinking healthy in a healthy way. That's what I'm picking up as well. Like, you or both of you or one of you is thinking the worst and is procrastinating a lot of things out of fear. There is something deeper here going on. I don't know what it is yet. We're just going to see. Clarify this, please, for us. Why is the Justice here? Clarifying the shadow work. Despondence. Okay. Please clarify this shadow work with the Devil. Vanity. Wow. So this is all a little bit out of arrogance, all right? There could be some type of power game that is going on where both of you want to get each other's attention, or someone here is doing something out of vanity, which is a little bit out of arrogance. It's like out of jealousy. Again, despondence is sort of jealousy, right? So again, we've got balance here coming through and creation. Something needs to change here. Someone's I don't know, maybe it just speaks for itself, but I just can't seem to get more information out of it. It's just someone is behaving out of vanity here. And I feel like that just simply goes back to that jealousy issue that we just talked about. I'm trying to dig, but it's like nothing wants to come out. And that lets me know that it's exactly what we just talked about. And I don't want to repeat myself, right? Like, I don't want to say like, oh yeah, I said that in the beginning and like, blah, blah, blah. No, but at the end of the day, these cards just amplify the same issue. And that's the shadow work. And like I said, it's like that silent thief, right? Like it's a silent thief in the middle of the night that creeps in from beneath the skin, and it allows you to do things that are out of vanity. You want all the attention, and I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the divine masculine. All right, I'm talking about the divine masculine, and that is telling me that they're not treating you fairly, that they shouldn't be treating you as someone that they own. Perhaps that's the kind of like the issue, because the devil wants to own things, right? The devil is like, I want you in my, under my control. And if you slip out of that control with that follow your own rhythm, you get the devil a little bit pissed off. And when the devil gets pissed off, they suddenly start to see, all dark and black, and they can do, say, or manifest things that could be in a harmful, that could be harmful for the relationship, because that's the shadow. It's a dark aspect. It's a darkness that we don't, that kind of like triggers us to do things or say things or to behave in a certain way. And in order for them to realize this, they need to treat you in a fair way. They need to bring in balance, because it's not fair towards the feminine. Because all that you're doing, and perhaps the issue is that you are being very much into the spiritual world. You got the moon child, you got the high priestess. There is so much connection with spirituality, but there is also something within this masculine's energy that is not trusting this. All right, that is that may be seeing you as, I don't know, it could be like a witch or something in that realm, or they're just like not trusting you in a way. And I'm just giving out examples, right? But because there is this moon child, this high priestess, this divine wisdom, they may be also getting a little bit intimidated, all right? Intimidated by your wisdom, intimidated by your knowledge, by your deep sense of understanding and knowing. And that could be also some type of trigger point to them. And it's not healthy for them to be this jealous. And it doesn't have to be just in particularly like people in your surrounding, but the way that they can be jealous on your divine knowledge, that's something that could not turn out healthy for them. And that's the shadow work that they need to be working on. Let's see, emotional loss, foundation and achievement, the base chakra. One more. No, there's too much. Okay, we are taking it. The waiting game, the passion ignited, and the universe card. Heart chakra at the bottom of the deck. All right. Let's see. I'm going to pull two more decks. The return of the Aphrodite. Beauty. Wow. That's some good cards. So again, I just wanted to clarify for myself whether the devil is like an attached energy or someone else's energy, or if it's just their energy. And it is not someone else's energy, which usually does come through in the twin flame readings as like the karmic or whatever, but it's not. This is just the actual situation, all right? Like what is actually their shadow work, all right? And the way that I know it is because there is a lot of cards in like talking about beauty, grace, you know, you being so much more, how do I say that? Like you're so much more in tune with your own body, with your feminine energy, and with appreciating yourself and putting yourself perhaps even out there. And I feel like they see the beauty, but they're not acting upon it. They see it as a vanity, all right? They may perceive you as someone that is trying to take, what's it called? Like try to take advantage of your own beauty in some type of sense. And that's a misconception that they are having right now. All right, because deep down inside, if they would do the shadow work, because maybe within that shadow work, they may feel like they're not good enough. All right, and they see you as someone that is so proud of yourself, of your beauty. You're doing your self-care, you're putting yourself out there, you're being happy with your own imperfections, as well as seeing yourself as a perfect being, that they are misconcepting this as vanity. All right, and that's an issue that they may need to really work through, and that's why they're in this dark space or in this silent space. You get my point? That's why they're not coming through. They're not coming out of their shell. This is the shadow work. So they're living in their own shadow, and their shadow is talking to them in a way that the devil would talk to them. And we all know we don't have to go into the depth of it, but when the devil talks to you when you are in your shadow energy, it can bring a lot of harm to it, all right? And it may be even through their dream space, because the Four of Swords is like the sleeping, the energy of like resting and healing and all of that. But if they're not protected in the right way with this devil energy coming through, they may catch up on dreams or things that they see that could just amplify their thoughts and the way that they perceive you as their divine feminine. We've got the risk, choices, we got the dark and the white, and loyalty. So I feel like you have been very loyal to this individual, and actually they do know that you've been very loyal to them. Perhaps there has been some type of gossip or just a thought pattern that you weren't loyal in some type of sense, right? And Spirit is trying to urge them to not go into that direction of trying to accuse you. All right, we've got forbidden. So they are, or this situation, oops, I'm sorry. This situation is forbidden for them to go through because it's a dark space. It's a dark door that they are trying to push themselves through. And Spirit is trying to I'm just flabbergasted by this reading. I am. And I feel like maybe there needs to be some type of hidden telepathic communication where you would open yourself a little bit up in an emotional sense and talk to them in a way. That's what I feel with the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. They may be wanting you to express yourself or show some vulnerability towards them. Perhaps you have not been showing any vulnerability because you're playing also the tough one. I mean, we have the base chakra here again, and this base chakra is most definitely talking about all these fears that are keeping this individual stuck in moving things forward. I feel like there's just a lot, there's, okay, wow. They are afraid, all right? They are afraid because it still says what you want wants you. So they have this feeling that you don't want them anymore. And that brings up a lot of fears, as in like, well, I knew it. I knew it. That's the devil talking to them. They may think that you just wanted their attention, or that you tried to seduce them in some type of sense. There are just a lot of misconceptions that needs to be taken care of, and it's going to happen by the universe as well, but it's a little bit, it's a tough pill. Let me just say that it's a tough pill. We even have like emotional loss, so deep down inside deep down inside they do have a lot of regrets. They know that the way that they're thinking with this devil card is not fair, because it's clarified by the justice card. It's not balanced. It's not fair. They don't have any any evidence, all right, on this case, so to speak. So that's their heart, and that's their heart telling them that it's not true. And then we got the universe card. So this situation, this pattern is going to come to an end, and it might turn out ugly for them if they don't give in on time, is what I'm hearing Spirit say, which means that they may have much more to regret if they don't make up their mind in the most honest way. All right, there's a lack of integrity here that they need to be working on. Let's see. Last but not least, before we move on to the extended reading. All right. The seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Thank you, Spirit. That is a confirmation of the unconscious that we were trying to bring into the light. So this is most definitely a deep confirmation. It's all talking about the deeper emotions and the way, or the reasons why people behave and act the way that they do, and that there is a unconsciousness that is, you know, brooming, and that unconsciousness is that thief in the middle of the night, like I said, with the devil and the jealousy. All right, that's gonna come, like, and again, like, still waters run deep, right? So even if there is no communication, there are still waters that run deep here. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. You know, I had a very weird dream last night, and I remember my wall that I've painted myself, the moon, that someone was washing it off, and it just kind of like went away, and I was just like, what is going on? Like, just what, water or something, and they just like, it vanished. And I'm still like a little bit in shock. I was like, what on earth does that mean? Like, I've painted this myself with a lot of creativity, and you know, it's my baby, and who was trying to get rid of it? Anyway, it just reminded me of that, because it says the artist, manifestation, and creative accountability. So yeah, try to have like an outlet on a creative sense, in a creative sense. Perhaps you may need to, you know, the canvas is a very good way to do some type of healing on yourself. Absolutely. Like, the way that I have been healing myself before I became like a tarot reader was definitely by, you know, painting on canvas, and just allow your emotions to paint what it is that your soul wants to create. And
never did I ever thought that the thing that I would create over here would actually be like my emblem. And I would get like, you know, this big, and everyone would know about this artistic work that I've done. And ever since then, I kind of like let it all go, and I have been too busy to get back on the canvas, which I feel very bad about, but hopefully very, very soon in the future, because I feel like the creative outlet is dying sometimes, right? Like I seriously feel like I need to do something about the creative outlet, because it does kind of like affect the work that I do as well. But at the same time, I'm so super busy with the readings, with the personal readings, and you know, there is this, especially if you're on YouTube, and especially if you're doing the 12 zodiacs each time, it's like you're always on this go, 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 go. And it makes it hard to actually make time for that creative artist within you. But it is so important. Like the soul really urges for that, because it's the best way to have like your outlet on it. All right. Even if it's like very emotional, even when you're very angry, sad, or happy, whatever it is, it will be something that it will be there for a lifetime. And who knows, maybe you will manifest the same way that I have manifested this beautiful artwork, right? Like I know that everyone, or a lot of people, are always asking me like, okay, where did you buy it? And I remember in my dream, I was just like, but I did not buy this. I cannot just, you know, redo it. I will redo it once I'm somewhere else, but still, it's something that belongs to me. It has a lot of imperfections on it, but at the same time, it has also a lot of memories, and also my whole healing, or my trauma and everything. For example, for those who were here from the beginning, you may know that I had like a parakeet that was very special to me, but she died. And later on, I found out like she's over here, but I didn't realize it when I was painting it. All right, so yeah, there are just things like that. After a while, it makes sense. Like when I look at my own situation or my own artwork, I know that, okay, this reminds me of that, this reminds me of this. You know, there's just one little tiny heart over there, but the rest, it's like this one, I get annoyed by it, for example, because I don't know, it looks like someone is trying to, you know, like the pawn is trying to get me or something. And I don't know, I always feel a little bit weird, but at the same time, it does mean something, you know, especially when you love dogs. Anyway, that was what I have for you. I'm sorry for having this long talk at the end. Anyway, I hope that this reading made sense. If you are interested, if you're still here, thank you so much for being here and just listening a little bit to me. And yeah, if you are interested in the Twin Flame Extended, the link will be down in the description box. If you are a member, you know it's on the membership tablet. And for others of you, don't forget to get the beautiful necklaces from Ana Luisa. Also, the link is in the description box below. So thank you so much, and I catch you in the extended. Bye.